My name is Beck. This is Ecto-Vision. I mostly just have a concept of the game. It's an AR geolocating ghost hunting mobile game. And I know everybody here knows what all that stuff means, but just to go over it, AR, augmented reality, we can look at the world around you on their phone, and there's UI and game posts that happen on top of it. Geolocating means the game knows where you are, and where you are matters to the game, so you might have to go to your local library to hunt a specific ghost. Would be for mobile, genre, action, arcade. I didn't think it's really a horror game. I don't think it's scary enough to be a horror game, but that's just me. So more like spooky. Okay, so you're a ghost hunter, and you have cool ghost hunting tools like a inlet reader and spirit box, and you need to go around town. Basically, these evil spirits have kidnapped people from history, and they're terrorizing your town. So you're not going to fight actual people from history. I feel like that could get kind of weird. So you're fighting like the evil spirit, and then you're releasing the person from history. And the idea is you get to explore new neighborhoods. You get to learn about history, both of the locations and the people. So the first thing you want to do is choose your mission. I also really wanted to give people control over how much time we're going to spend. So it shows you how long you're going to walk, how much time you're going to take. You don't have to walk. Each mission includes your target ghost, a certain amount you need to walk, and a number of clues you need to find. So you don't have to do all the walking at once. You can just walk around your neighborhood, and then once you've met your quota, you could just up there, drive to a library, what have you, and then you fight the ghost, and then add the historical person to your album. So you get to use cool ghost hunting tools. Retention is a really big thing because you're thinking like, well, what happens when I've collected all the historical people from your city? Because the mission availability is like, there's going to be some from your city, some from your state, some from your country. So some are kind of available to everybody, but then some are really unique to your specific location. So anywhere you travel, you're going to find different missions. And then you're like, well, what happens when you use up all the missions in your city? Well, then you make friends, and you guys can trade missions with each other. So now your friend can send you a mission from historical figure from Texas, or a historical figure from Oregon, or Italy, and stuff like that. And so there could be limited time missions. There could be, I know I'm looking at my own presentation. There could be like a monthly theme. So you could have a whole month where it's like, hey, it's Japanese History Month. We're going to have all Japanese history for all players all over the world, no matter where you are. Stuff like that, I think, like keep the game fresh. I didn't want to compare myself to somebody like Pokemon Go just because I think they have a much bigger scope and audience. So I was looking for indie developers. Orta RPG, which is a really cool AR geolocating role-playing app. They don't have like the 3D thing where you look through your camera, but they have a cool map and you have to travel around town to do missions. They have over 1 million downloads. And then ghost hunting tools, just to show the interest in ghost hunting stuff. It's actually not a game. It's supposed to be tools that work with the features of your phone to look for real actual ghosts. But you can see they also have over 1 million downloads. And then, of course, there's like the popularity of games like Phasmophobia, which was part of the inspiration for this game. So also, I did a little quick graph from Statista.com just to show the interest in AR mobile games. And you can see that ages 18 to 34, over a third of people said they're interested, and it is 35 to 54. Over half the people said they're interested. So probably the age range would be like 30 to 50. Hey, us geriatric millennials, we like to game too. My mom's a hardcore gamer. All right. Yeah, so mainly I was just gonna give you a fun way to get around town and learn cool stuff about your town and play with other people. Probably fund it through microtransactions. It could also be like a subscription option. I wouldn't want it to be super invasive, and I wouldn't want it to really affect gameplay that much because I want it to be accessible and available. And I don't like being hounded for microtransactions all the time, so. And that's it. My name is Bex. I'm the UX designer. I don't have a company. I'm actually really hoping to meet developers who would want to work with me on this game. I also do some art and writing, so please feel free to reach out.
Awesome. Love the presentation. I love the slides. I thought they looked great and conveyed the point of the game. I do like the AR game where you point your phone at something and be like, oh, this ghost there. You have to tap, tap, tap and catch it. What I didn't get was how are you catching these ghosts? Like Need on Pokemon Go, you throw out a Pokeball, you fight, and you hit the buttons. I didn't see what the battles look like of what you're going to do when you do meet a ghost. So you need to capture it, and then you get to learn the history of that ghost. And it's like, oh, the ghost of Abraham Lincoln is here in Sacramento. Crazy. That'd be great. I'm not going to go travel to, Virginia to meet George Washington's ghost. I could need to show up here, please, on President's Day or something. And in my town of wherever I live in Arkansas or something like that. I do like the idea of walking around and having your phone because everyone always has their phone when they're walking around. I think it's great. I think it's going to do well. But what I don't want it is to have to make online friends. I just don't play it myself. So if there's a way to have accessibility so us single players can still get the satisfaction without having to join a guild and having to reach out to other gamers that you might not want to play with that have different agendas. But yeah, other than that, great looking slides. I love the concept, and I can't wait to see more because to me it's a super fun game, like casual, pick up and play whenever you want, and maybe learn something along the way too. I'm also a geriatric millennial, so I free.
Thank you. I feel like you're in the intersection of two really interesting directions that you can go, and however you want to explore that is up to you. But if you want to go for like more regular gameplay and using this as a casual dating app that people are interacting with regularly, I would try to like simplify and make it local friendly. Because like if you look at like Eagles and Niantic when they did the Harry Potter right after the Pokemon Go, it wasn't successful because there was like so much extra mechanics and thinking you had to do with that game that it wasn't like kind of playable while you're running out with somebody even who wasn't playing the game. So I would go for simplicity because looking to that more daily active user route. But I think another option for this, if you're interested in the history and you want to make this about real places, is almost something as like a packaged travel app. So I think there's a lot of friends I have that are super obsessed with like ghost stories and interacting the Caper tours. But you can almost sell this as like a pocket game tour. And that is such a cool and interesting, totally new niche idea. Obviously, you do a lot of tests and figure out like, is this even viable? But I could see you selling like just areas like Salem, and you can go around Salem and learn about like big figures, but also like your niche little things that have happened there through tourist capture and exploration. So I think that either of those two could work. I think you need to figure out which direction you want to get into more. Okay. Yeah.
That's similar to my feedback. I was thinking this would be a really cool travel app. I know there's like a lot of cities that do their ghost tours, you know, like a big one like Chicago. But if you go around Europe, they have a little ghost tour now and stuff. But it would be cool, you know, you travel, you just travel wherever the hell, you know, on a beach day, you pop up in your boat, you see, oh, there's a ghost nearby, you go capture it and you learn about that, you know, very specific area, you know, and it might start getting people to get to learn about their neighborhood. Like I walk my neighborhood a lot and I'm starting to notice like, oh, around the park, you know, the Greenbelt and Pocket, there's a lot of plaques everywhere. So you learn about like, you know, what used to be there in the farms and all that stuff. But it would be cool, like, especially when you're traveling, bust that out, learn like very specific things about specific neighborhoods in Budapest or something, you know?
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, same with everything. When Pokemon Go came out, it really was such a novel idea and it just blew up so much that everyone was just like, oh my gosh, this is, you know, everything. I kind of feel like ever since then, I mean, like Minecraft World and like Harry Potter had one. I kind of feel like AR is really trying to find its place in the world, which is like just ripe for some disruptions, kind of some really new novel ideas. And I like the idea of, you know, kind of this, you know, spooky tourism kind of thing where you really lean in on kind of like the local, lore and stuff like that. I think that would be a cool way of doing it. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you about AR because I think AR is still kind of a big question mark right now as far as AR games. I know there's been even some controversy, people not paying attention and, car accidents and stuff. So you really, as an industry or as a genre, I think there's a lot of research that needs to go into this to kind of just to make that a successful venture, and just, kind of, play around in that area and just kind of experiment and talk to a lot of people and kind of see where it takes you, But I think that you got I think you got some unique ideas there that could also be novel.
Awesome. Thank you.
Just.